File organization canvas. All right, other than life-changing banana accessories, what else should we talk about today? Does everybody know each other? Just about. Let's go around anyway. Now, listen, yes, you can add your name if you'd like to. Thank you for wearing the little name tags. But what brought you here to file organization, other than my own cajole?
My name's Cliff. My name's Cliff. I think I know everybody. I'm working on your name, Frank. Frank. Nice to meet you, Frank. So my name's Cliff, and I work with the Do It Academic Technology Group. John and Jennifer and anybody else in this one. So I actually teach some of this stuff. This is part of our core Canvas. So I should actually throw a hat tip towards Allison. She was the progenitor of that course, and when she went off to greener pastures, it landed in my lap. So we do a lot of training on file management at the beginning of semesters, and just curious to hear what you guys know and do, and what if I'm missing anything, if there's anything that we should reinforce.
I'm Sarah Hagan from the College of Engineering, and John invited me to come and talk about file stuff. Good things to talk about would be how to figure out how many times students have viewed each of your files. That's a fun trick. And I think the replace file feature is probably less well known.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm Heidi with Program and ESL, and I'm interested in hearing if anyone is like syncing their files directly from Box into Canvas and how that's working.
I'm Angela from Biomolecular Chemistry. Kind of similar because of my hatred of modules. I'm wondering if having an embedded drive folder would somehow be better. I'm just saying it. I'm not hiding it anymore.
I'm Allison. I am a librarian over at the Information School, and I previously developed the file management course with Cameron Cook, who was with the General Library System and the Chair of Research Data Services, as well as the Data Curation Coordinator. So I'm hoping to sort of have that hat on for her as well as we talk about file management. And Heidi teaches classes in my library, and so you can come talk to me if you ever need to, because you're just there. I've seen you walking through. Yeah, so we host ESL courses, and I've definitely seen you around. Super. Yeah, I was like, why do I know you? That's why. Okay.
I'm Lauren. I am my own department, so I'm here for the camaraderie of having people around me because I get lonely. Madison's been using Canvas for a whole lot longer than UW System, and so I just like to come and see what you guys are doing and take it back to my group, which is more of a system way.
My name is Tom Bryan. I'm an instructor in Nelson Institute and UW Housing. And much like Hermione Granger, I love freshly mown grass, fresh jam, good on immediate organization. So I use Box, I use Canvas files, I use Google Docs and Google Drive, embedding files, embedding folders, and it's like my favorite feature of all time. And my students tend to like it too. I have a couple of gripes that I'll get into, and like quirks of Box versus Google Drive. And a lot of this stemmed at actually attending your course. That one fateful Tuesday afternoon.
Wow. I thought it was a Friday afternoon, and like it was
that
just
one
like
fateful
two
Friday
people.
afternoon.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, there was.
It was a very small group, but
Yeah.
we did great.
Yeah. So I'm interested in hearing if there could be any sort of analytics from third party.
Third party analytics?
I know.
That's Haskell.
You can get counts, but you can't get people.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you can get counts for Google.
for Box.
Box, you definitely can. You could get analytics for Box, maybe on individuals.
All right, we'll make sure that we address that sometime.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Frank?
Oh, I'm Frank from mathematics, and I'm interested in using the Google stuff to storage stuff. And, I'm not very super organized I'd rather have my files look organized rather than look like a teenager's bedroom or something like that. So, I'm looking forward to tidying things up a bit.
All right. And
I'm Tim also from ESL. I manage a couple of blueprint courses, and so I'm trying to, organize folders and embed video and use box and all the rest of it, but not just for me, for a bunch of other instructors as well. So I'm kind of organizing for me, for them, and for their students. So I want to know if I'm doing it right and if I can do it better.
And I'm John, and I'm interested in what you guys have to say, but I'm also very interested in sort of what's changed, like since we sort of started to explore Canvas, and Tom, I remember in the Effective Human Technology class last fall, started saying, oh, I'm gonna embed my lab manuals as a box thing. And I said, well, what about Google? And he's like, I'm gonna do that next. That kind of a nerd. So I'm really interested in seeing sort of what's changed, what's updated, what have people discovered over the last 2 years now of using Canvas. And the idea of analytics seems like, in many ways, that's on the top. That's like the next thing. We've done it. Now, what have we done? How do we find out what works and what doesn't work? So, thoughts on where to start for this? Should we just start looking at some things? Let's start with Tom. Tom, can we start with you?
Sure.
Can we show your courses?
Yeah.
What you guys going on there?
Yeah, so I copied these over to a couple sandboxes, so they're not real courses or anything. So my main question for people who use files in Canvas, what's the advantage?
Why?
Yeah, like the actual files feature. Yeah.
You get a snapshot in time document, like it doesn't change. So if there's some reason why I tell people that with the syllabus, if you want a syllabus that's going to remain static, that you'll always be able to refer back to, make a copy, stick it in there, and that way we won't go.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess that makes it for creating new courses and
Easy other-
copying over course content.
Correct.
We have a ton of courses that are taught by teams of people or teams of people in rotation. So like you teach this every 3 years and I teach it, spring semesters. So those courses are being constantly copied from one person to the next.
Yeah.
So changing all the permissions on the box files or the Google Docs is much more complicated than just giving a new version of the course with all the fresh files.
So is the other part of your question, rather than using Google Drive,
Yeah.
Box, and other things? Okay, so I mean, mine is just simply, it's in one place.
Yep.
I don't have to go somewhere else. Kind of seems,
It's also perceived as being easier for some people. There's like that muscle memory from D2L, but it also can be more reliable in some ways.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it is open to students, then they can access it.
So fewer moving parts,
Yeah.
which can be good, but also as we move into
It's
sort of
limiting.
modularity, and if it's all in one spot, that one thing goes down,
straight.
Or if your files are large and they don't fit.
Right.
or they don't
Under
fit
your
your 1
1 gig
gig of
quota.
file space, yeah.
Which can be expanded.
What? I haven't heard anything official about that.
Okay.
But unofficially, just call it.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a copy of the course. It's Environmental Studies 126. It's a 100-person lecture with a 3-hour lab. So there's a lot of moving parts. We take field trips. There's like 3 assignments a week. There's a lot of files going both ways. And so I have done it in Box because all of our files for the course were already in Box. But this coming spring, I've transferred everything into Google. Used to be in a team drive, but embedding this when they're in a team drive, no go.
For now.
For now, yeah. The whole permissions thing, if everyone has permission to that team drive, then you can do it. You you can hack it, you can put in the URL, you can embed them just like a normal folder and they show up. But you need permission. So, yeah, so that is kind of a bummer. You can embed files that are in a team drive, and it works fine.
Just not folders.
Yeah, just as you can like share files that are in a team drive outside of the university, it works just
But you still can't share a folder.
a folder.
Yeah. I don't know
You
why
can,
that
but
is.
everybody has to be in that team drive already.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of frustrating.
Mhm.
But so we just dumped everything from a team drive into a normal drive and shared it with the instructional team. And it's a 4-person instructional team, so not horrible. I'm the kind of file czar, kind of like you admitted to, of like I command and control everything and then push it out and you can do whatever you want with it. And I have a similar role of if anything's wrong in the file and folder directory, the students don't come to me and the other instructors don't come to me. So that kind of like central control is nice. I don't think it's necessary, but the really nice thing is I really like this. So this will eventually be populated with more lecture slides. I like the preview thing. It's like nice little graphic user interface right there. And then the redundancy that was big, just in case stuff goes wrong. And so I linked to this through the redirect tool, which I'm in hardcore love with the redirect tool, except for one feature though. On the mobile app.
Can you just back up and tell everybody what the navigation menu redirect tool
Oh,
is
yeah.
and show us that?
Yeah,
That is a neat.
It is very.
Yeah, so customizing the left, not the far left, the left navigation list was a total game changer because then you can customize it. And so you go to apps, redirect, it's this bad boy. If you add the app, you can change the name, and that's the name that shows up on the left navigation pane. And then you just put in whatever URL you want. Uncheck this because who wants a new tab? I don't know, me. Sometimes you.
If it's going outside of Canvas, that's probably a good idea.
That's.
To open
Okay,
in a new
yeah.
tab. If it's staying in Canvas, then yeah.
Okay.
Depends on what you want.
Yeah, and then if you do show in course navigation, I haven't been brave enough to try either of these, so I don't know what happens when you check those. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I was just gonna ask, since we've segued into this, I tried to use this as a blueprint and then push it out, didn't work. Anyone know if you can make it work?
Oh, the pushing,
over
the
there.
redirect, pushing it out to.
It
child
redirects back
courses.
to my original blueprint, which
Yeah.
I kind of thought it would, but I just wanted to try it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. When I had the same issue
Yeah,
when
you-
I copied this.
So you're wanting kind of a relative.
So I just had to tell
redirect.
people to, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, that link.
It's a hard URL.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what those, like if they show
I
up.
know. I was-
Or are you redirecting within the course? Something? Because if it's an external thing.
No, it's internal.
It's in-
Yeah, so it's
oh, yeah.
file, yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's kind of what I thought would happen, but
you can host that file externally.
that's what I should do. That's what I should do.
Yeah, I've only ever redirected to pages that I've made within Canvas, which are essentially just embedded Google Docs folders. Yeah, so the redirect tool, my biggest thing is, biggest knock against it is when you're on the mobile app, it redirects within the mobile app, but it gives you a different view. It's a browser view within the app view. You have to re-authenticate, and it's kind of wonky. It works, but the aspect ratios and the zooming are all off, so it's not. Yeah, it's all within the app. It doesn't go into your browser, but it just looks like a browser within the app. So yeah, I'm pretty much sold by using Google folders, embedding Google folders, mainly because of that graphic user, the faux graphic user. I like Box too, because it gives you this kind of nice, like, little bit of branding, and it gives you some extra information, which, you know, maybe some students may like. They may want to know when you upload it, who uploaded it, how big it is, and that sort of thing.
And that's just, and to clarify, this is a page, you edited the page.
Mhm.
To get in edit mode, you went over to your box, found the folder, did the buttons to get the
Embed code,
embed
yeah.
code, and just embedded it there.
Gotcha.
Can you use box sync with this?
As
So
far as I know, yeah.
that's
And
pretty sick.
yeah,
Okay, that's really cool. So box sync would allow you to essentially feel like you're working with files on your desktop, but they're being automatically synced with what you've shared.
and
So.
same thing with Google.
So I'm wondering, back to the question about the mobile
They're all
thing, if you can,
Yeah.
in the URL, force a mobile view of whatever the drive or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because that would take care of it wouldn't, who cares what it looks like? It's already sort of in a constrained view when it's within the frame of the desktop app.
Yeah,
And on the mobile, it would be.
yeah.
Have you tried just using Chrome?
Oh, yeah, Chrome works great.
So it looks good on. I just tell people to use Chrome and not the app anyway.
Oh,
Has it
yeah,
been
no,
improved?
they're different.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the Canvas app.
No.
No, the Canvas app is much better
It is,
at,
okay.
It's gotten better.
Okay,
yes.
Good.
At making your pages look usable. In
Okay.
Chrome, you get that mini desktop view for
Gotcha.
a lot of the pages.
okay.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. And in the Canvas mobile app, I've clicked on this page, and it looks like this rather than the Canvas mobile app.
You're very trusting.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
just like passing your phone around.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid I'd get a text message or something weird with
Well, I
that.
definitely put on Do Not Disturb and.
Okay.
so you can't go
Sarah, this is your
Smart.
chance.
Trusting it, but smart.
This is our
Yeah.
chance to order like 100 of those banana cases.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, there's like so
Be a
many.
great giveaway.
authentications. You'd have to cut off my thumb. In my mind, the biggest advantage of embedding a box folder is that this happens.
The preview?
Yeah.
Very
Eventually.
Just like the rendering, there's a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's not an authentication step here.
Yep.
Is there like a drag the cloud thing?
There used to be a Dragon Cloud thing, but it doesn't.
I mean, that was back when it was like not, maybe they had handshaking properly, so.
Well, normally it pops up when there's a preview.
It's working over here.
Yeah, and it works on a mobile app fine. Which,
So that's one of the things I was talking about in terms of Canvas files feeling more reliable.
Mhm.
Because when that preview doesn't pop up for 3 students, that's a
Yeah.
big pain.
Just
So there was a thing with, yesterday with the Engage ebooks. There was a thing where you had to click on the EULA and then just brought back the EULA again. You had to click on it again. And then the third time, for some people it worked. For me, it required 5 times to click on the EULA before it. And I know that if I were a student, I
You wouldn't
might
have done
do it
that.
too.
Yeah,
barrier up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't complete the assignment to do the readings for today. So that is, if the preview doesn't show up,
and they're expecting a preview. If they're not expecting a preview, they'll probably just click on the link and it's fine. But yeah,
And
That's
specifically, this is
frustrating.
the box, or you're just saying in general?
in general, when
Any of these
when
external sources.
yeah, because I've had it happen with Google. I've had it happen with Box. I never got OneDrive to work, so I don't know why I would even go down that road. Yeah.
I put down OneDrive as a topic, or Office 365 as a topic, and very few people voted on it. So there's not a lot of interest.
It's less reliable for sure.
Okay,
And it's
good.
not intuitive to use. It's clunky. It's like that's a non-starter for me for
Right.
file management.
Yeah, the biggest advantage of why we switched over to Google Drive is that we can have multiple users working on a document at once.
Collaboration. Oh,
Yeah, because it's a team talk
Yeah.
course, and so we can have 4 people working on a document all at once and not have to worry about version history. And with Box, that was a big worry. So that was the biggest backend shift. And then you also get these nice things.
So they'll see you.
Yeah, so then we'll like spruce these up and actually make them like identifiable.
And so this is like the week 1, and then week 2, you'll have 2 sets of slides there, and
Yeah,
it'll be like 01A, 01B, 02A.
yeah, and the subfolders show up fine too, if you have subfolders, they show
Now,
up.
if you roll over that, does the rest of the welcome to the, does it have a rollover text? Nope. Okay.
So I have a question.
So file naming.
Yeah. That's part of the course, yeah. So is that image populating directly from your Google Drive folder?
Yep.
Can you show how to do this? Can you like go through the clicks
Yeah.
to some extent? I don't know if it's like 30 clicks, please don't, but maybe the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically you get the URL from the folder,
Okay.
the Google Drive folder, and then you can do the cheap way of it,
Mhm.
which is the thank goodness for the Canvas community.
Yep. Oh, okay, perfect.
Someone made
You all know the trick to Google rather than do the search in the Canvas community, right? The search in the Canvas community is awful.
Just search.
Just
I
Google.
feel like that's
Just-
really
just-
telling that has to be a trick.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's not a trick that shows up ironically in the Canvas community.
Well, yeah, because you can't find it. So this is the cheap
Oh,
way of
okay.
doing it.
Oh.
Yeah. So you
Nice.
just pop the URL in there and then it gives you the whole code.
Oh, that's really great.
Sweet.
That's a very friendly looking page too.
Yeah,
Very
because going in
cool.
here and
Appreciate that.
doing that whole business
Yep.
is not great, but it's
Can somebody grab that cheat code and put it on the bottom of the activity sheet? Awesome. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you.
yeah. So it's the folder ID that matters, and then you can change it from a list to a grid. So if you have a ton of files and you want a list, and then I always set width to 100% because I think that scales nicely, and then just however tall you need, so that you're not like having like 8 scroll bars.
It's,
Yeah, and I don't think there's a way of changing from list to grid if you use this tool. But if you're,
Does that create your iframe code?
yeah, it gives you this.
so then you can go
You
in.
could go in and then edit it here though.
yeah,
so, okay.
Yeah, if you're not terrified of
Intimidated by it.
HTML.
Yeah.
Can you change it to list just
Yeah.
for the sake of seeing what what it looks like differently?
Just has one file.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's, okay.
And it'll-
There's a picture on the activity sheet of
Nice.
the differences, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I like this.
You expected me to look at this, not
I-
just pick it
I
up. Is
am
that
just
what
saying.
you're saying there, John?
We do create these resources.
You can see that. We have a link on the title right there.
I got that a lot with my Learn UW team asking people, so how do I do what? They go, have you KV'd that yet? Have you checked that?
Is it plugged in? Did you flip the on switch?
That is a beautiful preview thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, and
really
these
So
are,
that's
these
what
are just
really
Google
looks
Docs,
nice.
so it just grabs a thumbnail.
It helps that your docs are pretty too.
Well, thank
Mhm.
you. I didn't make them all, so.
Yeah.
And
But
they're
yeah,
created in Google Docs, which is an easy way to create pretty things that you can change later on, so, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, these are all Google Docs.
Yeah, they were Word docs, I converted them to Google Docs.
But I saw one of them was a PDF, right, or
Mhm.
the first one you showed, so it would handle multiple file types. It doesn't just render just the Google Docs, it would render a preview for all of them.
Yeah,
And-
as far as I can tell, yeah, images even, yeah.
Probably a really dumb question, but what are the permissions set at for these Google Docs?
Anyone
That's a
can
great-
view,
Yeah, great question.
not just Google, or not just UW.
UW.
Yeah, so I just open them
Public.
super wide,
public.
Anyone
And when
with
you-
the link.
You said that you don't have them pop out, so when you click on it, it stays within, like, can you? click on-
That's a feature only that I've discovered in Box.
Oh,
That does
oh,
that.
oh,
With-
okay.
With Google, no matter whether it's list or grid or whatever file it is, it always opens.
It opens in a
Oh,
separate,
yeah.
okay.
That looks
Which
nice.
I
Nice
found
though,
that's
'cause
more
it's
reliable.
big.
This
Yeah.
is actually a Word doc, everyone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it is.
So that's actually good to know. Because you can also use Google File Stream is what it's called now. And so if you're comfortable working in Word or there's like formatting stuff that you want to do in Word, because there's some stuff that Google just, yeah, oh, why? Like, why is it so hard? But that's really cool to know.
Yeah.
That, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then in the courses Google Drive folder, we have instructor folder, the first level directory is instructor folders, student folders, administrative. And so then when we have something that we're working with instructor, then we know it's our eyes only and we don't accidentally hunt it out to everybody, which was a problem when I was talking with other course admins about this. So they're like, we don't want to have 8 lectures in a course all uploading stuff and accidentally an exam key gets popped out there.
So you don't mix within the folders, there's no mixing. Very good.
No, when we're ready to publish something out to our students, then we populate it.
One question back with the Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word Online, does that work as well as the desktop version? No?
I mean, I tried it, but it's just so clunky.
Okay.
I just don't fit on, so I just couldn't use this.
I used to really like Microsoft Word and then I hated it. And I keep thinking that maybe I'll come back to liking it someday, but. Okay, thank you, sorry.
Oh, yeah. And then I really like tables. I don't know, it's just how my mind works a lot of the time. And so if you just want to embed a straight up file, this is just a Google Sheet that I've put in. And it is kind of annoying because depending on your aspect ratio and your zooming, you get that.
They can drag it around.
Yeah, there's a scroll bar at the bottom, but it's not always, this one's a little too tall. But it sure
It looks nice.
beats making a table in Canvas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tables and canvas.
Yeah, and then the code for this is very similar. It's almost identical. It's just the URL is not a folder.
With the slash preview to get rid of the editing.
Instead of the slash edit.
Yeah, and again, the width 100%, so it fills out. So maybe I could play with that, but everybody's gonna have a different size. On my nice widescreen at home, it looks great.
Now, in this one, you do not have a external link. Is that on purpose or was that I noticed in some of the other ones, you've got a link that says for your own view of this.
Oh yeah, the like redundancy.
Right.
If this doesn't work, here's the external link.
Yeah.
I probably should.
And I'm thinking especially if they're using their mobile device, does that be?
Yeah.
All right.
And then the last thing is in assignments. There's a similar thing of embedding files in a redundant way. But, oh yeah, no, that wasn't it. Wrong period. Hyperlink to the PDF, and then it's just embedded there.
Like an image PDF rather than a.
Yeah, is that OCR?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sadly, it's not.
Al can probably.
I
get
could
you a
do that
copy.
for you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a copyright statement?
Maybe.
It's fine, we can talk later.
Does everybody know that
He
you
cropped
have
it
that
off.
option to set the usage rights for your files now?
Hmm.
But you have to set the usage rights for all your files if you're gonna do that, yeah. But you can turn that on as a feature for the course.
For the course you're saying that.
Yeah.
Settings.
And the advantage of that, I think, is that after you turn that on, any file that you import is unpublished by default.
Oh, yes,
Again,
It's there.
it's a resource that is in front of you that maybe you could look at.
okay.
Oh, so
Ooh,
now
okay.
that's
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
Josh, okay, you're not really making me want to come back again.
And all those people listening, they're never, more bagels for us.
Yeah.
The thousands on YouTube live. Uproarious. Comments must just be.
Light
Oh, yeah.
up.
It's a tough
burn.
Yeah.
I had to turn them off.
So the thing that I kind of like about it is that if you do turn that on, then anytime you upload a file, it will be unpublished
Thanks.
until you set the usage rights and publish it. So if you're building a course while you're flying the